Hi, this is Dodger, and you're watching my show. You all should know that this show has been rated PG-13 for violence, language, and drug use. So, if you don't have a problem with that, feel free to continue on to gaming news with me. So somebody made Atlas and Peabody from Portal 2 out of Legos, which makes me super happy. Pretty much anything made out of Legos is like super impressive to me. I love Legos. I miss Legos a lot. I don't have any of them anymore. I think we gave them to my nephew, but absolutely love them. I think that they're great. If you guys have ever made anything super cool with Legos, you should totally leave a video response to this video. As for news, Star Wars The Old Republic might be pushed to 2012. Aren't we all just so excited about that? It was set to fall in 2011, might be being pushed to 2012, although they didn't say for sure that it's going to be pushed that far. But I think a lot of people are irritated because they were hoping that Mass Effect 3 was being pushed because they wanted to work on the Old Republic. Now, I'm not about to say that I think that this is necessarily a bad thing, because if Final Fantasy XIV has taught us anything, it's that an MMO should not come out before it's ready. Oh man. I'm totally willing to let them just fix everything that they need to, make sure that it's perfect before they actually release it. But pushing back both of their major releases that people were really excited about, I can see why that would end up being really irritating to the community. When asked why they won't settle down on a specific date, EA said that they didn't want to give their competition an idea of when they were going to be releasing, and they wanted to make sure that they captured as much data as they could from the beta, so that the game in general could just be better, which is, you know, what we would assume is the reason for a delay. For those of you who didn't know this ahead of time, Mass Effect 3 has been pushed to the first quarter of 2012. So that is a for sure thing. And again, Old Republic isn't for sure being pushed to 2012, but they're hinting at the possibility. So I would say don't expect it until 2012, and that way if it comes out early, it'll be a super exciting, fun time surprise for all of us. As for those of us who are sick of Assassin's Creed games coming out, there's a new one! Assassin's Creed Revelation is going to be coming out, and it's going to mark the end of Easy's story. I always call him Easy just because I can. As hinted at by its super well-cloaked and disguised name, apparently we're going to get a lot of answers out of this game, so if we don't, we can all be super irritated and frustrated gamer folk. Easy and Altair are going to be fist-bumping it up in this game, so there will be a weird, like, cross-generational mashup that's going to apparently wind up with us having so many answers and being so blown away that we just don't care that they've been tossing these games down our throats for years now. I should take the time right now to say that I love these games, and I think they're great, and I really enjoy playing them. I just think that they released them too quickly, right after the other, because it winds up looking like they're really having each game ride the coattails of the last game, but not in a good way. Yes, people are still going to buy it, yes, people are still going to play it, but I think that the franchise in general would have a better reputation amongst the gamer community if it hadn't seemed quite so much like that. Overall, I am excited about this game. It should be super cool, and I am a little bit disappointed that we're playing as Easy again, but it sounds like it's going to be the type of game where you switch from Easy to Altair. So, eventually I've got to stop calling him that. I could start calling Altair Heavy, so it could be Easy and Heavy. They could have a band, Easy could play the drums, Altair could play the guitar. It would be magical. I would totally see their show live. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Okay, let's move on. So for those of you who don't know, so PlayStation Network went down, they were like, hey, 77 million people, we're really sorry that all of your account information was compromised, this will never happen again, we are upping our security, please don't leave us, we love you so much, you're so pretty, etc. Then, almost immediately afterward, the Sony Online, which is basically like the PSN of the PC world for Sony, that also got hacked into. So now Sony's being subpoenaed, and they're going to look into what they promised their consumers as opposed to what their consumers got, and whether or not they were distrustful and lied about their security measures. So that should be very interesting to keep track of. They're calling it a consumer protection inquiry. So it'll basically just be like them looking at their contract, the ones that all of us, you know, scrolled through really fast and then pressed X and accepted. Looking through that, seeing what PSN was guaranteeing us, as well as Sony Online, seeing what they told us they were going to be doing and what ended up being the case, and whether or not they lied to us. If they didn't, they're going to work with them to up their security, figure out what they need to do in the future and how they need to change their contract. But as of right now, it'll just be a lot of them looking into the whole thing in general. So it should be definitely be interesting. I'm glad that something like this is happening though, because it's ridiculous that these two things happened right after the other with the exact same company. Like, this needed to be looked into. So to you, gentle viewer, I ask, do you think that Sony's going to be in trouble from this? Do you think that they're going to find enough information that everything's going to be overhauled? Or do you think that they're going to find something that's going to make them just tweak a couple things? Or will they be totally in the clear? I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Also, reminder, if you've made something awesome with Legos, I'm totally serious about this. If you've made something awesome with Legos, you should leave a video response showing it to me, because I want to see that. I wish to see that. So that's my show. If you have a positive or negative response to anything that I said today, you should go ahead and leave a comment, or, as I said, leave a video response, because I love them. If you would like to have coffee with me, you can go ahead and click here and go to my channel where I'm just gonna ramble about nonsense, most likely. But otherwise, I will talk to you guys again in the next couple of days. So stay safe, have a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.